I've been very vocal about my cynicism towards the deck building genre. The roguelike deck building genre, I think, is very treaded ground at this point. However, if someone has a new approach, if they're willing to try something new, then I am absolutely going to give it the benefit of the doubt and give it a go. This is Topdeck Automat. This is also, I will say, done semi-friend of the channel. I've covered this dev's games before. The name is going to escape me, despite the fact that it just flashed on the screen right there for a moment. Give me a second. I want to make sure I actually give him some credit here. Ludoculture. Ludoculture actually has made... They made Rack and Slay, which I did cover on the channel. Not extensively. That was a billiards kind of roguelike. Billiards roguelite, I should say. It's actually only 780 Canadian. That's really accessibly priced. Anyway, this is their next game. This is Autodeck. Let me make sure I'm getting the name right for all my things here. Topdeck Automat. All right, let's give it a go. Another one. The other day you were all mere printer bots, but now you're part of the resistance, I guess. Anyways, I'll guide you for a bit, but we don't have a lot of time. Okay? The whole hacking thing jumbled your circuits, so in combat your setup will work in a random order. Speaking of setup, I got you started with a few leftover cards. Probably a good move to replace some base cards right away. Okay. This button will be your most important tool. Use it whenever you want to advance. Okay. Modules have passive effects. Over the course of your run, you should try to find ones that synergize with each other and the decks or cards in your deck. I gotcha. So we're picking one right away. Or is this an example? Every 4 seconds, deal 3 piercing damage at the start of a fight. Slow your enemy for 3 seconds. At the start of a fight, deal 30 damage. I feel like the dev, the Ludoculture dev was, I can't remember if it was them or someone else, kind of blue sky posting about their appreciation for Bazaar, which is an kind of an auto battler, not really a deck building game. It's not really like that, but you know, it is an auto battler, and it is similar in that you're building synergies, and it's an engine builder. So I wonder if this is influenced by that a little bit. At the start of a fight, deal 30 damage. Well, let's do that. 30 damage right away sounds pretty good. So then we're choosing a path. Based on your choice, you get guaranteed loot after combat, plus scrap if you win. On day 1, you will face frail enemies with less health. The last enemy each day is a stronger elite variant. Okay. So then we are picking our fight, and this is more and more reminding me of Bazaar in some ways, which isn't a bad thing. I feel like Bazaar has been less treaded, at least the Bazaar type has of kind of deck builder has been, or engine builder has been less treaded than, say, Slay the Spire. So similar to Bazaar, we're like picking our battles. And I know that sounds very similar to the kind of the fork in the road. What differentiates that somewhat is you have a bit more information on the type of enemy you're going to be fighting. So you can risk a bit more by dealing with an enemy that, you know, is maybe harder for you at your current stage, but like you'll get better rewards. Although these both seem to be more or less the same. Our loot is choose one card. At least one card will be heal. If you win, also get 5 scrap, or choose a card and get 8 scrap. Okay, so this one we get more agency over the card we pick, but we get less scrap. This one we get more scrap, which means likely we will have more agency down the road. Why don't we take this one, and I'm already building towards survivability. Maybe you have not edited your deck yet. Okay, let's edit our deck. This is your collection. Add cards to your deck to use them in combat. Don't worry about the order, they'll be shuffled anyway. New cards you find will be added to your collection, not your deck. Remember to add them if you want to. So in this game, rather than the sort of stock standard deck building game where you are building your deck over time, and then you always are like, oh, we're drawing 5 cards and then we're playing cards based on our energy, I believe in this game, instead we're just kind of building our deck, and then those cards are automatically played. So we're just kind of building the strength of our deck based on how it's going to perform. It almost kind of reminds me of like Commander for Magic the Gathering, in that we are like building an energy that will sort of consistently perform and also mitigating RNG in some ways. But I guess we do that a little bit in all deck building games. But anyway, so what we're doing here, let's see. We've got dual hammer. What happens if I click that? Okay, so this is our deck on the left side, I'm assuming. So if we just like add all of this to our deck, and this is also showing careful exceeding an average load of 2 will increase your card draw cooldown in combat. Interesting. Okay. It's all starting to come together, except for the fact that we do not have a valid deck size. Oh, I see. We need to have a maximum of 8 cards in our deck. Heal 10. Finders keepers consume, gain 1 scrap. Why don't we remove one of our restores since we're healing with the dual hammer? And I'm inclined to get rid of the finders keepers. I kind of want to do infect. I'm always a huge fan of like poison as a method. Do we want jabs, or do I just want to rely on poison? Let's take out the jabs and just rely on poison. And we'll have our dual hammer. I think this is fine. During combat, your deck auto cycles while your enemy performs actions in regular intervals. When time runs out, you both take continuous damage from the storm. Yeah, that does feel very inspired by a bazaar. Again, not a problem. I actually prefer this in some ways. We can speed up or slow down our time. Crank up the speed. Oh, I like the hotkeys for increasing speed. This actually, we don't really have any agency in combat, at least not that I think. But what that does is it allows us to sort of keep a careful eye on how our deck is performing. And then just like once we've kind of got a handle on like, okay, this is working out well, this is working out well, then we can speed up time and just like, you know, zoot through combat. I think the only thing I would like to see, and I don't know, it may in fact show me this soon enough, is maybe a post-combat results, like how much damage did my envenom end up doing, how much healing did I do, like stats like that are very I wouldn't say they're important, but they're appreciated, you know. So we're choosing a card. Heal by 1 permanently. Gain haste. And we've got an infect card. So I'm definitely going to go for the infect over here. This is trigger attack. That's interesting. I'm not sure what trigger attack means. Remember to add your new card to your deck. So what I'll do is I think I'm going to take out this new guy has weight 2. So I think I'm going to take out I'm going to have to take out 2 things in order to have it. Or no, I don't think that's true actually. Let's take out 1 heal and shove that guy in there. Okay. You just added a trigger card to your deck. These cards don't resolve their effect on play, but later, when another card of the specified type is played, types are shown in the card's tooltip. Trigger attack. Okay. Don't resolve their effect on play, but later when another card of the specified type is played. Okay, so basically, when I play this, it won't do anything until basically I play like a jab or something. The only attack card we have right now is Dual Hammer, so that might end up hurting us. Well, I guess, okay. No, Corrupted Ram also counts as an attack. So maybe when it plays itself, it also attacks. We'll see. We'll see how this ends up going. Passive applies 3 infection to you when you deal damage to it. Okay, we don't want that. This guy also does infect damage. Every 2 attacks applies haste to itself for 2 seconds. So I guess we're kind of stuck with one of these. Choose a card, choose a card. If you win. Why? I guess this guy is harder, so I'm gonna go with the 8 scrap. Wonder why they're starting with less health like that. So we've got the corrupted ram. Let's see how that plays out. That's an infection, so it doesn't do anything. Aha! When the dual hammer played, it did in fact apply that infection damage. Okay. Heal 3 5 times. Trigger heal. Heal 15, slow your enemy. Or another envenom. Let's take another envenom. Although the envenoms are not attack cards, I think I'm inclined to, until we get some better attack cards, to take out this corrupted ram. It's nice for sure, but I think I'd rather just improve our stacks of venom. We got every 3 attacks adds a mercy to your deck. Cursed card that does nothing. Okay. Revives with 26 less health, but 1 second faster. Okay. This is elite but frail. This is also elite but frail. Choose a module. Let's, I think I'm doing fairly well right now, so let's just go for the harder of the two. And we're, that 30 damage right away, I'm very glad I did that, because that's honestly winning us these battles. Oh, we did take quite a lot of damage there, but fortunately we heal at the end of combat, so it's not a big deal. Choose new module. Every 4 seconds deal 3 piercing damage. At the start of a fight gain 4 power. Every 3 seconds heal for 4. I wonder what things are affected by power. Increases the damage you deal with attacks. I don't know if we're actually doing all that many attacks, so I think that the healing would be better for us. Spin scrap or make a trade. When you're ready, say goodbye to the end of the day. Lose. Finders keepers consume. Yeah. We gain haste. I don't think I use that card, so I don't think it would be useful for us. Sharpened iron, gain 4 power, deal 2 damage. Shield. Wonder if we can recycle this. When you heal, gain 1 power. That's actually kind of nice, but we're not doing any major attacks. So what if we just grab an attack buddy? How much, where's our scrap? How much scrap do we have right now? 17. So if I was to refresh everything, then I would still have money left over. Trigger heal. Ah, damn it. When you apply infection to your enemy, deal 10 damage. This would have been perfect. I wonder if I can sell anything. Can I sell anything? Okay, that's just taking things out and putting them back in my deck. Ah, if I could... damn. We can trade that, I suppose. If I could get this, that would have been perfect. It's a real bummer that I can't, like, sell anything. I would sell at a loss to get that. Trigger heal. Gain haste. We do have healing, so why don't we grab that? That seems like a good card, even if it's not really what I want. So then I'm gonna shove that guy in there, and maybe we put in some more healing. Or honestly, like we already have a restore in there and a healing thrust. We could take out like a shield and put in another healing thrust. In fact, we could do that again. And now every time we heal, we're also gaining haste potentially. We'll see. We'll see how that works. Goodbye. A run lasts 10 days, at the end of which you'll face a boss. Make sure to build around it. Oh, I haven't been looking at this. Infect 25. Passive infection on it reduces by 10 instead of 1. Oh, so I have like 100% fallen into the worst strategy possible against this boss. They are actually like almost immune against infection. That is fantastic. So I guess what I should do is take all of this out. I think that's fine. We'll put in sprint. We will put back in like our jabs. Or just 2 jabs. And honestly, that's it. That's all we really have to do. We could put in some more shields. I kind of like our healing thrust. I think that's fine. It's not an ideal set. It's like it's not great, but should be okay. Oh, this is we're on day 2. Oh, so that was just a day. I didn't have to like change our entire deck. Okay. So then let's just set up all of this. Yeah, I'm gonna put the corrupted ram back in there. I think this is all fine. Although the dual hammer is probably better than the corrupted hammer or the corrupted ram because it synergizes with healing thrust. Okay. Back to this guy, huh? At least 1 card with infection. Yeah, we love it. I know we're trying to avoid infection, but I still kind of like it. Oh, they're healing pretty viciously, but our haste is insane. Look at that. Look at that hasted damage. And since we're hasting so much, that means we're healing a lot more easily. Infect 3, slow your enemy for 3 seconds. That sounds pretty good. Trigger tech, we don't have any tech. Defensive drone. Shield 5, repeat this card if you have at least 2 trigger cards in your deck. Nah, Paratoad. I'm surprised our deck size doesn't increase as well. What do we get rid of to take that? Honestly, you know what? Let's take out 1 Envenom and put in the Toad. You added a high load card. Your draw cooldown in combat is equal to the average load of your deck, but never lower than 2 seconds. I like the Paratoad because now we're slowing the enemy and also hasting ourselves at the same time. 5 scrap, 6 scrap. Every 2 attacks applies haste to itself. I think we nullify that somewhat with our slow. Also, I think we'll be hasting ourselves faster than they will. Yeah, we're doing pretty well with our current setup. Shield 10 and heal 10. That's quite nice. Damage 2. Deal damage equal to your scrap. This is a cool card, but I'm not going to take it. I'm going to take this instead. So then now I'm going to take out 1 of our heals and instead put in a resting capsule. That will increase the load of our deck, but now we're healing as well as putting up some shields. So choose a module, choose a module. I think probably a Venom goes through shields. That's generally how it goes, but I don't know. I could be wrong about that. Either way, it feels like I'm cutting them in half here. Nice. There's the thing I wanted. When you apply infection, your damage to your enemy deal 10 damage. That is incredible, and we definitely want that still. And now our Venom deck might actually be good enough to use against the Toad. Piercing damage equal to your enemy shield. Piercing damage per non-attack card in your deck. Ooh, that's interesting. That's actually incredible for us because almost all of our cards are non-attack. Except for Dual Hammer. So we could replace Dual Hammer. Would we want to replace Dual Hammer? I guess so. Yeah, I mean, that slows us down a little bit, but like, this is going to be doing so much damage. It's actually insane. What is this? When you heal, wait a minute, every 3 seconds heal. When you heal to more than your max health, deal the extra amount as damage. That's kind of very tempting. Yeah, let's do that. We are doing a lot of healing. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take out Dual Hammer, which does reduce our healing a little bit, but then we're going to be putting in Tooth Necklace. So it's going to be doing 35 damage whenever it hits. That's insane. That is 100% worth it. Goodbye. Plus 100 max health. Rare rewards plus 1 target deck size. Aha. So now we have 9 and we can put back our Dual Hammer. Honestly, why don't we just put in another Envenom? Because that's going to make Tooth Necklace do 5 extra damage. At least one card with 1 shield. Deal 150 damage. I think we're fine. That deal 30 damage at the beginning of combat is doing a lot less for us. But all that healing we did at the beginning was like pretty nice. Gain 2 power at the start of a fight. Improve this card's power gain by 1 permanently. That's a tech card. Deal damage equal to your total load of your deck. I'm gonna skip all this. I don't think any of those are good for our setup. Choose an enhancement. If you win, also gain 8 scrap. Yeah, let's do that. I'm not even gonna look at what this guy is doing because I'm very confident in our setup. Ooh. Add this effect to a card. Infect 5. Add this effect to a card. Heal 20. I actually think this is better. I mean, Infect 5 is great and all, but we don't actually have any triggers for Infect. Except for that one card that I'm not even using. Increase a card's effect by 20%. I really think this heal is better because that's going to give us more haste. And then we add it to, like, I don't know, Paratoad. So now Paratoad is also healing, which is triggering Healing Thrust. We do have a draw cooldown though. It did increase the weight of our deck, but I don't think that's going to be a big problem. Module 12. Every 2 attacks applies slow. Deals 30 damage to you when you deal damage to it. No, let's go for that extra scrap. This is good. I actually think this is really fun. At the start of a fight, slow your enemy. That's pretty good. The first card you play in a fight is added to your deck as a copy with repeat for the fight. I'm going to assume that's good since it's quotation marks legendary. Add three random cards to your deck for a fight. I think that's bad. Heal. When you take damage, deal 5 damage to the enemy. We could just get healing again. These are great because they don't take up room in our deck. Gain back 1 core once a day. What does that mean, 1 core? Oh, that's like our lives. Okay, interesting. Infection ticks 20% faster on your enemy. Oh, this would have been great. Again, I really wish I could grab this. Trigger heal. Deal 40 damage. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's actually better than Tooth Necklace. Oh, that's not true. This is dealing piercing damage. I have to assume piercing damage is way better. Why don't we take out Sprint? Sprint is nice. But then we're gonna grab that because that's gonna be dealing damage every time we heal, which is a lot. Choose an enhancement. Yeah, the enhancements seem really good. But then they also increase the weight of our cards, so I don't know. They are a bit of a double-edged sword. We are really cleaning up. Heal 20. Oh, another heal. Or slow your enemy. Healing, adding a heal to for one of our cards is just insane because now it's triggering. It's going to be triggering sanitary drop as well as healing thrust. So like just incredible stuff. Let's add it to Tooth Necklace. I don't even care if it increases our cooldown. Sure, we'll do this, even though I don't care about attack cards. Oh, we're actually taking quite a bit of damage from this guy. But we're also just overwhelming them. So we got deal 10 damage or 5 shield. Deal 10 damage, improve this card's damage by 2 permanently, or deal 5 damage. I actually don't think I want any of those. I like what I've got. Every 3 attacks increase its damage, and well, I honestly think we will overwhelm this guy by a lot. Ooh, 30 more damage right away, or slow them down. When you shield, deal 5 damage. I honestly think this slow will be more effective for us because if we can heal more at the start, we'll be dealing more damage. Heal 3 at the start of a fight. Improve this card's heal by 3 permanently. That's really tempting. Oh, when you heal, gain 1 power. It's only going to be effective for attacks, but it's still... When you execute a trigger, heal 15. Yeah, I actually think that's like really good. If you have more cards in your deck than when you started the fight, deal a shield 30. This seedling is very tempting. If I could, I'm gonna buy it, but I'm gonna try and add like Envenom to it in the future. If I can add Envenom to it in the future, then I'll replace one of my Envenoms with it. Oh, we did just improve our deck size, so you know what? Let's add it now. It's a not great card, but it will improve over time, and since we're playing cards really quickly, I actually think that'll end up working out. At least 1 card, haste or slow or freeze. Sure. I don't know how tough this guy is. Every attack loses 10 damage. If it has more than 10. I'm not sure what that means. Is it every time it attacks we lose 10 damage? Oh my god. He absolutely destroyed us. That's no good. We have another healing thrust. I wish I maybe understood a bit better what happened there. I think it was like every time we attacked it, we took damage or something. Healing thrust is very good for us. Where is it? There. What can we take out for it? I kind of think we take out a resting capsule because I think it does more for us. Every attack increases its heal by 25. We don't really do all that many attacks. We just do the one attack. Every 3 attacks applies freeze to you. At least 1 card with infection. We gotta go with that. Well, maybe one of my guys here that does passive attacks is what's happening here. Oh, that was so close. Add a random enhanced legendary card to your deck for the fight. Consume. You would think that I'd go for this corrupted ram, but no. Honestly, this dual hammer feels... I'm not even using my other dual hammer. I think we go for this mythical die. And I'm not even going to add it yet, necessarily. Might add it in the future. Choose a module, 12 scrap. So what is this guy doing? Every 3 attacks applies freeze. So what's going on here? When you apply infection to your enemy, deal 10 damage, but that's not an attack, right? Attack buddy, deal every 4 seconds, deal 5 damage. That's not an attack, is it? Is that what's happening? I wonder if that's what's happening. I'm gonna try this guy, but I'm gonna slow things down very slow and see what's going on here. Deal 60 damage, 36 shield every 3 attacks. So I'm gonna pay careful attention to when it freezes. It froze. It froze me. I'm wondering, was it really just like when I played my attack card? Okay, technically we do have some attack cards. I think this guy's gonna kill us. Yep. Okay, so we got to be careful about guys that have triggers on attack, even though I don't have that many attacks. Well, why don't we take something for survivability here? We don't have that much scrap because I've been losing fights now. Gain 4 power, deal 2 damage. Shield 20. First time you drop below 50%. Oh, we can't get that. Deal damage equal to your shield. I can't really get any of this. Oh, I could trade this for freeze your enemy for 2 seconds. Why would we try? I guess this is also a common. I don't know. I no longer feel confident in our setup. Every 2 attacks doubles its attack. See, that's dangerous. This guy, I'm pretty sure I can take him on. But I'm a little bit worried now. What if we take out one of our attacks? Like, we really only have 2 attacks, and that's still triggering them that enough times? What if we took out like Tooth Necklace? No, that's healing us. What if we take out Sanitary Drop? And instead put in Rusting Capsule back in, because then that we're focusing a bit more on healing, recoverability, and we have less attacks, so we're not triggering their business as much. So this one, we should be cycling through our entire deck twice before this guy gets to double their damage. That's how I interpret it. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, we almost lost there, but I think I made the right move. This is an attack. Do it again. Deal 10 damage. Do it again for each time you applied slow to your enemy this fight. This is an attack. This is an attack. I don't want any of those. I have good attack cards. Every attack loses 10 damage. If it has more than 10. Oh, it's because this guy wants you to attack him. He wants you to attack him like a lot, because otherwise he's dealing 100 damage. So if I was like hasting and then attacking him like 10 times and slowing him down and just like doing as many attacks on him as possible, it'd be a very different circumstance. Well, I wish I could maybe... Oh, I can. I was just thinking, you know what would be really cool is if we could save our deck and then tweak it specifically for this fight. And you know what? You can. And that is actually really, really cool. So let's put in haste. Let's put in sanitary drop. Let's put in infected toad for the slow. And we're going to put in both of our healing thrust and our seedling. And yeah, I'm going to be putting in a bunch of attacks. So whatever attacks we can get away with, like for instance this ram, and honestly, what else can we do? We could do a jab. I'm wondering if we have anything else. I guess I could throw in this guy. All right. So we've got a bunch of attacks and slows and stuff. And actually, let's save this as our number 2 deck. So we should be able to slow this guy, haste ourselves, and deal a bunch of attacks, because I want that enhancement. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, we are reducing their damage by quite a bit. And we did win. Look at that. That's pretty cool, actually. Increase the card's effect by 20%. Remove a card from your collection and receive 5 scrap per rarity level of the card. Scrap enhancement. Grant a card repeat. It is executed 1 additional time on play. Ooh, on a trigger. Oh, on like maybe healing thrust, for instance. Where is that one card? Is it where is it? There's a trigger card. This one. Deal 40 damage every time. That'd be kind of incredible. So now let's load this deck and put in this guy, and then resave it. And now we're back to healing and venom. Oh, we don't have our seedling in there. Wonder if we could throw it in there somehow. Maybe we have 1 less in venom and have our seedling. I'm not gonna do this guy. We still have more attacks than I'm comfortable with, but we should be able to take out Elite Rudy. I suppose I could take out 1 of our attacks. Especially since this is going to have repeat. I think we should be fine. But I'm not going to fight the freeze dude because he definitely counters us quite a bit. He is healing by quite a lot. In fact, I don't know if we're keeping up with that healing. I think he's improving by more. Okay, we just barely got away with that. When you execute a trigger, heal. Oh my god. At the start of a fight, gain haste. That could be really good, actually. But healing. Heal 25 if your enemy has at least 10 infection, also deal 30 damage. I mean, this is tailor-made for us. When you shield, infect 3. Could be good, but no. Trigger tech, deal damage equal to 12 times the number of tech cards in your deck. No. I'm gonna buy that one. That one's definitely good for us. I'm gonna figure out how to throw it in there. This isn't an attack card, unfortunately. Might be worth taking out... No, let's take out Seedling and put in Flexible Concoction, because that's healing us as well for 25 right away. And also dealing damage if we're infecting enough, which we should be. Yeah. And I'll also make sure I save this. I wish I could name these. But I love the fact that the dev was like quick on the draw to add presets right away. I think that's very, very good stuff. All right. +1 target deck size. All right, that's good because now we can add, kind of want to add another envenom since we have an incentive to envenom a bit more. And again, make sure we save that preset. So what do we got? Every 2 attacks adds a confusion to your deck. Increases its damage by 20 when a card is consumed. There's a 20% chance a card you play is consumed. Oh, I don't like that. But we do get an enhancement from it. All right, fine. I'll take a chance on it. We're not envenoming enough. We're probably getting our cards consumed as well. This is not going well. Yeah. No, we lost pretty hard on that. Way more content. Progression plus stats, daily challenges. Well, the only thing I wonder, and I would like to see more of this, progression including achievements and stat tracking. I would like to maybe understand a bit better if there's going to be meta progression, but I actually think this is really legit. This is a pretty good, I think, alternative to the Bazaar. I like the Bazaar, but I also, it kind of gives me an icky feeling because of its PvP nature, and I much prefer this as a, like, just kind of like play it within a vacuum and not have the competitive edge of like bashing your deck against other players. I think this is actually really good, comparable to the Bazaar, and I think that's high praise. The Bazaar is very good. It just, for me, I feel that competitive nature of it makes it a little bit less accessible in some ways, because you really do just have to know all of the metas in a lot of ways. I like this as a bit more of a casual alternative, and I say that endearing. Topdeck Automat. This is good. I really enjoyed this.